Joining me now is retired U.S. Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant, Advisory Board member of Women for Trump, co-chair of Veterans for Trump, ambassador for the America First Policy Institute, and Newsmax analyst Jessie Jane Duff. Also with us, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Welcome to you both. Guys, I mean, this is kind of a little bit of an audible here. Glad to have you both here. I want to give the reaction to what we were just witnessing. I was struck, and Jessie, I want to get a female's reaction first. I was struck by watching Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson and her emphasis, her devotion to the criminal. She was hyper-focused on the criminal, not the victims, the children, the victims of this deviant crime. What were your thoughts?
Well, she's had a record of lowering the sentences for 25 years. She has gone below the guidelines for 25 years. I felt like she gave a word salad. I don't know how much you understood of what she's saying. I am not maybe the sharpest tack in the shed, but I know I'm not stupid. And listening to her, it sounded like she was continually deflecting back to Congress and the guidelines that they presented. And yet they hadn't modified those guidelines, as if she was trying to justify that she had to go beyond what Congress had set forth because they have not updated their standards. What are you talking about, lady? These are sickening crimes, and she is admitting that they are horrible crimes, but yet she's defending that she's trying to rehab these people from the bench. That's not her job. Her job was to sentence them and let the judicial system process work and let their reform happen outside of her courtroom.
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't sure, A.G. Paxton, if I was watching Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson or Kamala Harris. The word salad that Jessie Jane was just talking about was really apparent. She was cornered, and she has no good answer, and she's been promoted her entire career based on the boxes she checks rather than her judicial expertise, and she really had no good answer. Am I reading that wrong?
No, and it's pretty scary to think this could be a Supreme Court justice around for decades and decades. And this is typical of the left. They have been doing this now for a very long time, where they've excused crime. If it's the right kind of crime, they let it go. And these prosecutors around the country and judges around the country have leaned towards allowing lots of crime. And the results are very clear. We have a lot more crime in this country. She'll be part of that same problem that we're dealing with right now if we end up taking her as our nominee.
Yeah, Jessie Jane, she's also an advocate for critical race theory. She's also saying that critical race theory ought to factor into every judge's decision, if you can believe that. I don't remember the critical race theory clause in the Constitution. Do you, Jessie?
Oh, absolutely not. But when she was under testimony today, she denied that she was fully aware of it, that it was just a theory and ideology. She also seemed to be unaware that the New York Times had updated their 1619, what was that project that essentially said that we had tried to create the United States so that we could continue to have slaves. I mean, everything about her has become woven in deceit, and it's quite unfortunate because she could have an impressive testimony, but sadly, her record, I don't think, was reviewed very closely by the White House. Pedophilia is something that Americans are not going to ever support, regardless of political party.
Yeah, and you know what, A.G. Paxton, today it was put to the nominee that Janice Rogers Brown was actually opposed by Joe Biden, who was a black female conservative, and she claimed she was unaware that the Democrats had torpedoed Janice Rogers Brown. Do you buy that?
It's pretty hard to believe that the first nominee put up that was African-American female, that she wouldn't have been well aware that that occurred. Look, she says she didn't know about it. It's hard to know what's in her head. But if she didn't know about that, it makes me question a lot of what she's about going forward.